That's the secret. The time is now, because it's all we have. Well, how do we know the time is now? Well, you may have saw up on that screen, life leaves clues. I firmly believe life leaves clues. Well, Jerry, what do you mean by life leaves clues? Life lays out the path that you need to go. Life tells you what direction to go in. Life leaves clues. I remember back in, January of 1991, I was a sophomore at University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown. Those people went to school there, right? I was a sophomore at University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown. Now let me tell you who I was back then. I was living at the ski team house. Now the ski team was really not a team. You paid your $150, you got to live in the cool house. There were no tryouts. I mean, I could get on the skis and go down the hill, but I couldn't go around them flags and things. So I just wanted to be in a cool place with some fun people. I was certainly not a big man around campus. Wasn't involved in anything that got me out and meeting people. I had a core group of friends, about 5 friends, and we hung out all the time. In that January, there was a knock at my door, my dorm room door, and there stood a woman in a pink and green jacket. On our campus, those pink and green jackets were known as Delta Zetas. You guys are part of Kappa Kappa Gamma, right? Now you got to know something about the Delta Zeta sorority. Well, first, she came to the door with a big surprise. I didn't know sorority girls. I didn't go to fraternity parties. So it was a huge surprise to see her there. Well, she had come and to ask me to be the Delta Zeta representative for the Mr. University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown pageant. It was a fundraiser for juvenile diabetes. Now, what you have to understand, first off, every organization on campus could pick a representative. So I was up against wrestlers and basketball players and baseball players and big men around campus. And I didn't even know these Delta Zetas. The second thing you need to know about the Delta Zetas, this is the sorority's sorority. I mean, they walk down the path, you know the kind I'm talking about, DZ, Delta Zeta, you hear them a mile away, I mean, they're proud to be Delta Zetas. So when they pick a representative, they sit you down and they say, now look, I know everybody likes to have fun with this Mr. University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown pageant. We don't. You better win. They didn't say that, but they thought it. I knew that sorority well. Well, it was the day of the competition. There's 4 pieces. The first, you have to model formal wear. You have to come out dressed in a tuxedo. Well, the basketball player, he comes out and he's cool across stage. And the fraternity brother, he comes out and he's kind of swinging a pocket watch. And I come out and I trip and fall flat on my face. No, that's not true, but I just simply walk across stage. Second, you have to model sportswear. Well, one guy comes out, he's a karate guy, he's breaking boards with his head, he's breaking boards with his fist. One guy comes out, he's lifting weights. Well, mine, I come out, I jumped rope about 3 times till I got tangled up in the rope, that's true. And then I got down to do push-ups. Well, what I didn't count on is people started counting. I heard 1, I heard 2, I heard 3. And that's where it ended at that point in time. So I didn't do good there. Then came the talent competition. I played the drums and sang a Phil Collins song, I Don't Care Anymore. So I got to do that. It was pretty good. I'm a better musician in my head than I am in real life. Let's face that. But one guy came out, and he had lights, and he was playing the drums with big band music. He had a synthesizer that could do everything. And at one point there was an explosion and the American flag dropped down. So there we were for the last category. We were all lined up on stage. The basketball player and the guy that did the American flag drum deal, they thought they had it wrapped up. And they did. Until the random question category. Life leaves clues. My question, if you could be any flavor of ice cream, what would you be and why? Here's what I did. Took my glasses off, give myself a second, and I said, if I could be any flavor of ice cream, I would be Neapolitan. And for those of you that don't know what Neapolitan is, it's chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla in the same box. You see, I'm the complete package. I have something for everybody. And I took my place in line. And what I found out later, that I was in 4th place until I answered that question. And they called the 2nd place winner, and it was the basketball player, and he went up and he got his prize. And I was looking down the aisle, and there's Mr. Fraternity Brother. He's giving one of these, and he's doing that. And I love the look on his face when they said, Mr. University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown, 1991, is Jerry Vitale. Now, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking you were able to answer that question, so it was a clue. You knew you were going to be a speaker someday. Yeah, that's true. But it's bigger than that. You see, in life, when you follow the clues, you get what you want and more. Because you see, that sorority, Delta Zeta, that competition was where I was able to meet my beautiful wife, Courtney, who was a Delta Zeta. But I'm telling you, life leaves clues. And when you follow the clues, you get what you want and more. You see, life leaves clues. You say, Jerry, well, how do I know it's a clue? Come on, you know when it's a clue, right? It takes your breath away. It's a clue. Your palms, they get sweaty. It's a clue. You have to pick up the phone and tell 10 people, it's a clue. You lose sleep. It's a clue. Follow the clues.